hello. Welcome to Dirty 20 Gaming. I almost got the words wrong because I looked at people. Welcome to Dirty 20 Gaming. My name is Kevin, and these wonderful people have agreed to join me tonight to play a game of Dungeons and Dragons. At a fairly high level. I think we're at level 14-ish at the moment. There are dogs and pets everywhere, real and imagined. There are frids everywhere, but I still have to focus because I are a professional. The virtual tabletop of choice tonight is Roll20, and we are using the art. It is all coming from the Storm King's Thunder module, which I purchased all legal-like and have then done horrible things to, and continue to do so on a regular basis. And the minis, the character art is done using Hero Forge. Use them a lot. They're amazing. Order their stuff. You can print it at home if you've got your own 3D printer now. Great stuff. No, I'm not sponsored. I just think they're pretty impressive. I'm going quick because I want to get to this fight. But I got to introduce.
You've been waiting for a whole week.
Oh, it's been killing me not to kill you.
And also, I think the proper phrasing for I'm not sponsored is I'm not sponsored, but I'd like to be.
I'm past that. You know, I don't even. It's just the pressure. I'd have to remember to say shit. I just give it to him for free. Nobody's watching anyway. With that, let's get to the people, starting with the Scarred Adventurer, bringing us creature tonight and a flare as if from a solar explosion as we cut to him. How you doing?
Yes.
Excellent. Where can we find you? Don't tell us where we can't find you, or tell us where we can find you, or what other nights and where.
Usually you can find me here at Dirty 20 Gaming, either here or on the Discord page. I'm sometimes on the Discord. It's been a little bit more spotty lately, but I'm there. I read everything. Yes, everything.
Lurk. Yes.
But otherwise, you normally would see me on Saturdays here as well. You see me on Fridays and Saturdays. Fridays more temperamentally. Saturdays, I will talk about more at length because I run a superhero game called Heroes 101, Masks a New Generation system powered by the Apocalypse. It's a lot of fun. We didn't get to do it this week because of reasons, but we will come back next week and we're looking forward to it.
And that's noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, not a regular evening time slot.
Yes,
so
I should have said
nice
that.
And early, like Saturday afternoon cartoons, which is a reasonable time to put adult cartoons on the afternoon after you've slept off the night before. So you can sit there and have a nice glass of wine and watch your superheroes.
I used to wake up at 7 a.m. on
that's
Saturdays
what I used to do as a child.
Go downstairs and then watch Power Rangers.
Drunk. Oh. Yes. No.
Well, I didn't do it drunk, but
no,
you know.
I was talking about.
I was 7.
We should move on. Next, Bison. Thank you so much for joining us and bringing Bigfrid to us. What are you streaming on Mondays recently?
Last couple of Mondays, I've been streaming Pillars of Eternity 2, Deadfire, using this cast. I have made them in the game, and they are my crew.
Excellent. Who's dead?
Nobody's dead yet, although Bigfrid has taken a couple of headers. Corfell fell once. That's because I put him in a really bad spot, and he got tanked.
Yep.
Idicus has gibbed 3 people with his short bow.
Yep, sounds about right.
Yep.
Criticus strikes again. It happens all the time. It's hilarious. I love it.
And Bigford is still convinced it's elves.
Still convinced it's elves.
Oh, next in line, Solar Dasher, with mascot and mascot's collar, which is also game significant. Thank you for all of that. And did you get a chance to do any streaming recently? There's where you do it if when you do.
I was going to try yesterday, but then the hubby is like, we're doing laundry.
Oh.
So by the time I got home, I was tired and went to bed.
64.
Holy cow, massive raid from Mercs. Yeah.
Hi, Mercs.
Hey, everybody. Thank you so much. We are right halfway through the introductions. Give me 60 seconds, and we will start with a Manticore fight. It's worth staying for. 5 Manticores in an airship. Walk into a bar. Solar. So you didn't get to stream this week, unfortunately.
I didn't get to stream. I was gonna try and stream earlier today too because I had some time off thanks to the wind here.
Oh, yes.
But then, like,
See, when somebody says
I
thank
wasn't
to the
feeling
wind
so
here and
good.
they live in Texas, I automatically assume tornado. So
Actually, we don't really get the tornadoes inside the city. They normally
Okay.
hit outside of the city.
Oh, that's what the suburbs are for. Tornado absorption device. I understand.
Well, yeah. Where
Nodding,
I live, yes,
nodding
because
next
of the
to you.
mountain. We're
Yeah.
protected because of the mountains.
I thought
But
it was
otherwise, you
trailer
can
parks.
find me on my Twitch, which I will repost because of the raid.
Yes, please.
There we
Thank
go.
you. There it is. All right. Next.
And yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Oh wait, can I make one more announcement?
Of course you can.
All right, on the 17th, well, actually on the 20th, we are doing another. Oh, what? Why am I doing this a lot lately? We're doing another
Charity.
charity.
Like last year? Yeah, I remember.
Well, like earlier, yes.
Yeah.
We're doing a charity again. For my channel specifically, it's going to be on October the 20th, but it's the week that encumbers October the 20th altogether.
Perfect.
We're raising for a bunch of children with video games. I'll have all the details specific next week.
Get us some links, and we will put it on the Discord and here from now on, and we will just ride that until we get all the money we can for them. Thank you for doing that, and thank you for letting us know. Next in line, because I do want to get to this fight. Oh, I want this fight so bad. I've been waiting a week. Wolfsbane, thank you for joining us this evening. Thank you for bringing the unflappable Corfell to us. When you're not unflappable here, what are you doing, and are you flappable there?
I'm working.
Okay.
That's my life now.
Oh no!
But
I'm so sad to hear that.
I do plan to get back into streaming eventually.
Yeah. Once the schedule works itself out.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of filling in the gaps, so to speak. But I am open for commissions.
Yes, please.
And,
Post.
All the
chat.
art stuff that you can find on my Twitch. The links are all there.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. And
I
that
have
brings us... Oh,
one
go.
question.
Go, yeah.
Just one.
Okay.
So if the Manticores and an airship walk into the bar, why did no one duck?
Because they went in through the roof. It's an open bar.
Nice.
Oh, even I didn't know where that was going, but thank you for asking. Sarah, quick before they speak again. Sarah,
Yes.
Tell us about the productions.
Nothing scripted right now. But on Thursday, I can't fully divulge yet, but we will be filming.
Excellent. And then, well, I guess that brings us to, because I know you're always in the I can't tell you mode, so I won't push you this week. But I will mention that on the 30th. The 30th and the 23rd, that's 2 Saturdays where we won't be having masks because of various commitments from a lot of the players. We will be running 2 one-shots, one of which will be 10 candles, where you get to kill us all.
Yes.
Again, in some cases. Some of us, it will be the second time you've killed us all. And I'm really looking forward to that. So stay tuned over at the Discord to check that out and all of our other stuff as well. Quickly pretend. Yeah, there we go. The Discord's in there now, so you can go there and connect with us all the rest of the time. Oh, can we please start now? Excellent. With that, there's not much of a summary this week. 4 of you up on deck and 1 of you under the deck on a flying ship that can only be controlled by the voice of your moon elf friend who currently stands at the tiller, is assaulted by no less than 5 manticores. Now, just to be clear, this airship is a big round bubble, like a hot air balloon, that is kept aloft by a fire elemental trapped in a container in the center of the deck. You're not quite sure how that works yet, but so far there hasn't been any issues. This airship is powered by a propeller on the back, which is powered by another trapped elemental, an air elemental, downstairs. But all
Do
of
we
that,
want to call them trapped, not just prisoners with jobs?
no, trapped, slaved, several other words come to mind, but you'll find that out when you finally have to talk to them. But before that, there are skis on the bottom of this too. So if you do happen to land, you can float like a boat, you can ski like a toboggan, you can fly like a plane. And I forgot to mention, there's a rope ladder that nobody has gone up yet that goes up and around the balloon.
I was wondering how we got up there.
Magic.
You
A
are,
wizard
if I
did it.
remember, a considerable distance in the air. And these 4 manticores are driving towards you. That's all the ones on deck can see. The only one that knows about the 5th one is our good friend Bickford, who was downstairs sleeping it off and is now eye-hole to eye-hole with one through the porthole on the side of this ship. With that,
Question.
yes.
So we see them coming, yes.
You can see them coming, yes, so far, yes.
Okay. So can I do something before they get here?
What we're gonna do is roll initiative because it's that they got that close. They came up from below you, so they only rolled a 9.
That's
So
not too
you'll
bad.
probably be fine.
Aha! Only slightly worse than Idicus by
What?
0.02.
It's, that is some very fast. Yeah, everybody gets to go first, even Bickford. Wah, wah, wah. So, with that, let's do this.
I haven't rolled yet.
These two.
I'm having technical difficulties.
All right, that's okay. We're just giving the music time to get started.
Just for the sake of saying it, because Creature is a monk and everything he does is hand to hand,
Yes,
he didn't go to a monastery and learn all the intricate techniques.
yes.
He's a boxer.
Okay. Creature, the
Boxing Dampier.
the boxing dampier. There we go. Did we get that initiative roll yet? Nope.
Yeah. Just right now.
Oh, I still haven't got Corfel's. What did you roll? If you can just tell me, I can add it.
It should have posted.
There we go. Fine.
There it is.
A 12. Okay. Oh, okay. January. One moment, please. Now, descending order. Phew. All right. So, it is Idicus and Creature responding all but in tandem. The way I've got them set up on the map, they're not this close. They're coming in one from each quadrant towards you. Oh, and there were 2 things I did not mention when I described the ship earlier tonight. The ballista on the back and the harpoon on the front. Each of them takes 2 people to operate. What? Starting with, by a fraction of a second, Idicus. What are you doing?
Unless otherwise told, he is putting Fred away, pulling
Okay.
out the short bow, and it is.
It is on. Yeah, okay. So, given your location at the back, the starboard back bow? Stern. In that corner, the closest one would be this one here. It is within short bow range. They are closing on you from all directions at once. So go ahead and give us a shot. You're within range. There's no disadvantage. 16 hits. So, from a moving balloon wobbling around, you pop up and you can hardly see over the rails. You have to turn the bow sideways. But even all of that, it goes through the mane, drags a line down the neck, and drives into the collar and the front leg. You see one leg go limp. Luckily, they don't use their legs for flying. They use their arms. Do you have another attack?
No.
No. Okay. And then, so what do? You have a bonus action left. You rogue, you.
Hide.
Yeah. Doink, down, gone, disappeared. Creature. You next.
Creature is going to ready a reaction
Okay.
to essentially grapple the Manticore into the ship.
Okay, try to pull it on board. Hold the action. Yeah. The trigger being if one gets within range. Beowulf, you are still in wolf form, right? All curled up having a snooze?
Yes, as soon as he hears
Although,
the noise
I would say
from...
if you're only having one, are you having a snoo? If you do it more than once, then it's snooze? Does that work? No? Okay, never mind. Keep going. You wake up.
Okay. No, look, he'll be resting and just thinking about, you know, what's happening and everything, and trying to put pieces together still.
Yeah.
Once he hears the Manticore, he's going to hop up on his feet, and from his position right here, he's going to let out a large howl warning, hopefully, you know, alerting anybody who hasn't figured it out yet, i.e.
Okay.
Bickford.
Yeah, you don't know yet. Bickford's downstairs.
Yeah, and then he's going to run over here so that he can attack the ones that are on this side over here.
Okay, waiting at the front.
And then it takes an action for me to turn back into human, though, right?
I will give you the bonus action so that you get here with an action. And if you remember these ballistas, if only one person is running them, it takes a round to load it and a round to
He
fire.
wasn't going to use the ballista.
No, I'm just mentioning it.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody's used them against the flying enemies closing in from all directions. Go ahead.
No, he's just going to turn back into human and draw the bow.
And draw your bow. Okay, so that is your bonus action. You moved. I'll give you a shot. I'll give you a shot at this one over here.
I'll have to cast that next round. $11.
Moment, please. Okay. You can't see that. Aha.
He just got back to his feet, so, I mean, if it's a miss, that's a miss.
No, it's okay. I'm just bringing the... Can you now see the 4 Manticores? Didn't realize you
Yeah, I
couldn't
can
see
see
them before.
him. And...
Okay, perfect. All right. The wrong level. This one has taken 10 points of damage. Got all excited about Atticus hitting them and forgot to apply the damage. And this one over here, an 11 does not hit. So you're buffeted slightly by the wind and twang off into the distance.
Well, he's a little unsteady on his feet because this is the first time as a human he's on this
That's
boat.
true. It's been a while since you were bipedal, to be fair. Thank you. I like that. Corfell. The ship is straight right now, flying straight and level.
Mm-hmm. Right. So I'm gonna yell for it to sharp drop straight down.
Okay. And it just... yeah, everybody give me a dex save. Except for Corfell, you were expecting it. You kind of grabbed the reins, so to speak, the ship reins. 19, Atticus, no problem. You're hiding. You just tuck between 2 rails and grab around her like a
What
banister
in
rail.
the hey?
Oh,
Actually, it kind of
Beowulf.
makes sense, though.
Yeah, Bickford, you're downstairs. Yeah, you completely didn't feel it coming, but you're just bounced up against the roof and then back down onto your onto the ground.
That's what woke me up.
Yeah, to look at the big eye looking in the window.
After howling, the
Creature, you grab a hold of the rails and manage to stay vertical as well. Beowulf. I played a system called Quest, where you're given, if you fail, especially because that's a big fail, you're given 2 bad choices. So this is what I would like to do to you. I would like to steal this from Quest and give you these 2 bad options. You can fall off the boat, or you can grab the harpoon and use it as a way to stay on the boat, but there is a chance you will break the harpoon.
Let's see. I can help you out with that a little bit. at the same time.
Yep.
Where he kind of grabs onto this, and I'm assuming it
Yep.
can swing about side to side.
Oh yeah.
I
Oh.
can see it swinging all the way over to here,
And he's now.
and then he just kind of falls onto this little thing here, or is stuck on the edge of the.
He's stuck on the bowsprit.
I like that. Yeah, it spins around, and yeah, Beowulf now. Just recently, I can even make you sit right on it properly. There you nope.
No, we're not gonna worry about that. We'll just say he's there.
Yeah, that's where he is.
But yeah, with
Anyway,
that
yeah.
6, he's still not used to being on his feet, so that's why I was like, it's narratively appropriate.
I love it. Yeah, that's perfect. So yeah, you grab on it and it starts to spin around. You're like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. I'll grab this, and he boom, and then the harpoon is now rotating above you. Sort of every sort of 6 or 7 seconds, it swings by above your head. So you have to stay down on the bowsprit. Magnificent. Thank you.
Now we're playing Wipeout.
Yes, we are, and I will remember all these good ideas, and you will get paid back for them very, very shortly. Corfell, the ship drops like a rock. The manticores are now above you. They sort of start arcing. One of them starts to, you see another one sort of slam up against the side of the ship as its ass comes up. You now realize that there's 5 of them here. One of them is right beside the ship. It was underneath the ship. It was trying to get through the windows downstairs that you didn't know about, but your sudden drop has caused it to go thump. So its ass is now sticking up in the air as your ship drops. Yeah. Bigford is next.
Oh, that counts
Oh.
as my.
Well, that was
thing.
your. Oh, sorry. You're right. You only spoke and then grabbed onto something. So yeah, you still have an action left and a movement if you want.
Oh, okay. No, I'm gonna watch the horizon lines, make sure we're not gonna, plummet
Yeah.
to our deaths.
I was gonna
Um,
say, do you stop at the plummet at the bottom, like do you at the end of?
The end of
Yeah.
your move.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you just
that's
just
fine.
change levels. Absolutely. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Bigford. Ooh, ah, big eye. Big eye upside down. Oh. Must be Saturday.
Bickford is going to draw magic from the shadows in the room, and he's
Yep.
going to use Shadow Whip to basically punch this Manticore in the face using magic.
Absolutely. Give us the roll.
Cantrip.
120 feet. You have to be able to see it.
Okay, so how do I?
Spell save is DC. What? Dex.
Well,
Dex?
that's how am I doing? I can't remember how to cast. Do I do just charisma, I guess.
No, it's a spell save.
No, it's a spell
Uh,
save DC.
So.
Well, I have to successful melee spell attack
Oh yes. Okay. Yeah.
to actually do the punch. So
Oh, I haven't got that set up properly. But yes, that is absolutely right. It is a 13 to hit, and that is insufficient. You kind of put your hand on the glass. The glass is still in the portal, so this makes perfect sense. You try and shove it through the glass, and you can't quite make contact with it, and the spell goes off, but it
the
doesn't.
glass just goes. Poke!
Yeah, and now yes, yeah. The glass takes. I love it. The glass goes black, and for a second you think that'd make really good glasses on a sunny day, and then it shatters and falls outside. You are now. You are like here with a manticore's beak.
Yeah.
It's trying to come through the window.
I
That was your action. You still have a movement
uh,
and a bonus action if you wish.
not sure how unarmed attacks work. Am I allowed to punch it in the face as an unarmed attack for a bonus action?
As a
How does that
bonus
work?
action,
Because
I
if
don't
not, then
think
I'll
so,
just
no.
move. I'll just move upstairs.
no, you're just gonna run upstairs on deck. Absolutely. Okay.
3, 4.
And I'll drag you back over. You come out on that side. I'm going to put you over on this side just because it's easier to fit you
Oh,
all
fair.
on the deck.
Yeah.
Which means I can now do this again.
And as he's coming up the stairs, he's like, "Manticores! There are manticores! Ah,
you come up.
manticores!"
You come up the stairs and said, ah ha 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 ha.
Oh,
Because the ship has dropped and they're now above you, starting to arc over and dive down on top of you.
he's like, "Oh, there are manticores. Okay."
Speaking of
basic
which,
idea.
they get in. They like a team, almost like they train together. They all swoop in at the same time, just inside 100 feet, and each of them fires 3 tail spikes.
Oh, jeez.
The first
Ooh.
one.
Ah, I have an ability for this.
The first one fires at Bickford because you're the biggest, so 3 shots. a 6, a 15, and a 21.
The 15 and the 21 hit.
So 16 points. As these spikes this long, the Manticore flies up, stops suddenly, and over its shoulder like a scorpion tail, and 3 spikes come out and somehow swirl together. And you're like, what? 2 of them get you. The next one fires at... Yeah, creature. I said big, so they're big, so that's how they're targeting. So 3 at creature, 12, 23,
Ouch.
and a 24.
Out.
Okay. Because of my fantastic monk ability, deflect missiles,
Yes.
the damage is reduced by 1d10 plus my dex modifier.
Yep. So
Of
you
3.
can't fail to stop. But which one? You could completely eliminate the first one, or you could
I
roll
can
against the second one.
completely eliminate the first one.
Yeah, without
really
even rolling.
easily.
But there's a
Yeah.
chance if you rolled for the second one, you could get rid of all or most of that. Or less.
It doesn't say that I can only do one of these. It says I can do.
Oh,
doesn't
it's a
say
key
anything
point for
about-
each one, right?
It's not a key point at all.
Isn't it a
No,
monkey
plus my
thing?
monk level.
Give
Plus
us a
my monk
click.
level of 7. I'll put it up there. You can reduce if you reduce the damage to 0, you can catch the missile if it's small enough to hold. It says, starting at 3rd level, you can use your reaction to deflect or catch the missile when you are hit by a
Right,
ranged
it's a
attack.
key point to throw it back. That's what it was. I knew there was a key point spend in here somewhere. But yes,
And because it's plus my monk level
it's your
as
reaction, so you can only do it once. That's the limit.
well. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to catch the 7 one because
Yep, it's a
plus my
chance to-
monk level means I don't
can't-
take any
yeah.
damage
So
whatsoever.
you only take 4 from the first one. The first one hits the second one. You just... It is out of range to throw back because it's 100 feet away. So.
Yeah, I'm not bothering with that. I'm just kind of looking at it. And I'm going to toss it in the air a bit.
Yeah.
Kind of like that was the best you've got. Your best sucks.
As the other one is sticking out of your shoulder.
I love that one.
Oh no, like
Next.
creature fully just like moved slightly to catch one, and then
Yeah.
the other one just sticking out of his shoulder. Doesn't even flinch.
No, it's only 4 points damage. Meanwhile, on the bowsprit, butt in the air, feeling exposed as all exposed can be, with one happy thought: at least you're not in wolf form trying to hold on to the bowsprit of this boat.
But
And
also
as the-
kind of half wishing I was, because then I wouldn't be able to take any of this damage.
Well, the
But go
thing
ahead.
is, I was gonna finish that with you are technically prone, so these are all at disadvantage.
Thank heavens for that.
That's only a 15. It's an 8 and a 17. 15 and 17 are the two with chances.
15 miss, 17 hit.
17 hits for 8 points of damage. And we did mention the portion of your anatomy that was sticking up in the air, so you now have a big red manticore spike sticking out of... I like to tell the story together. Which cheek is it stuck in?
Which Manticore threw it?
The one on the right.
This one?
Sure.
So it's going to be that tushy.
Okay, that cheek.
Whatever side it's the whatever side the Manticore threw it from, it's
Yeah.
going to be sticking out of the butt that
Oh,
way.
out of that cheek, absolutely. The last one.
So like as soon as it hits his butt, he's just going to howl like a wolf.
Meow. I love it.
Oh!
Oh, perfect. The last one that is still airborne. The other one is climbing over the side of the ship as we speak. But the last one that is still airborne takes a quick look. The only ones left are Corfell and Idicus. Idicus is very small and hidden, and Corfell is kind of behind the structure of the ship. So it fires 3 times at the balloon.
Oh dear.
And I mean, it's not difficult to hit the balloon. 18, 12, and a 7. I will give the 7 a bounce off, so it does 15 points of damage to the balloon. You hear a tss, and you look up, and there's a flap of cloth doing this. Corfell, you can feel it. You're the one that's most in tune with this ship. You're the only one that gets this immediate response. You're starting to sink ever so slightly. You can offset it yet. I mean, you tell it to go up, you're still going to go up, just not as... You are You're trimmed nose heavy. Let's put it that way. You're going down if you don't say something about it, but slowly at this point. That's the last of them, except for the one that climbs up the side of the thing. And I realize I have to move. I need
How
to move.
close is it to me? As in within range, or
I'm
no?
going to put that up to there right now, Bickford, because that's the side you were in. So when you came up, I moved the other side to make it convenient, but this is sort of more where you were. And this one crawls up the side right here. So.
Because I prepped an action. I'm literally just checking for.
Yeah, but if you have a range of 10, you can do something.
If I have a range of 10?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm just going to throw just a straight up dex throw.
Yep.
For
The
the spike that I
Yep.
got.
Yeah. No proficiencies because you're not proficient in spike.
Nope. I would be
Well, not
proficient in
Manticore
dart.
spike. Yeah. That's not a
Depending on
Manticore
how-
spike. These are curved.
Yeah, no.
Sorry, there's nothing I can do. I just made that up. There's nothing I
I
can
think
do.
they are actually a little curved.
I'm not even trying to. I wouldn't even try to.
They
say,
are now.
I can definitely do it. I'm good with javelins. No, that's not the thing. That's not a thing. It's too small for that.
Yep. Straight
And it's
dex
too
roll.
big to be a. Nope.
No. Yeah. Fling! Sparkling off into space. Every time it rotates, there's a flash of light off it, like, you missed. You missed. You missed. Getting smaller every time it goes away. Yeah. Which you do in almost poke. I mean, you got claws this long, so it's an extra added effect.
Yeah.
And the Manticore, this one climbs up over the side and bites at Bickford. 22.
Okay, I cast Hellish Rebuke as my reaction.
Okay.
Let me throw it in there.
So you take, yes, please. You take 6 points of damage and takes
Dex saving
2d10 on a
throw.
failed save versus a 12. Dex 21.
So he takes.
Bummer.
It takes half of whatever.
Takes fucking 2.
I mean, from words.
Yeah. A very angry fuck you with fire coming out of his mouth.
You look like a kitten. Yeah.
How much damage? 6.
I'm getting ready to play a character based on Guy next week, so it's going to start creeping. That was
Bring him in all you
the
want.
that was the bite. Then there are 2 claw attacks as it tries to rake you off the deck. 11 and a 23.
23
Ouchies.
5 points of slashing damage. And I need a dex save from you, please.
As I close my character sheet.
I don't want to die. If I'm not here, I can't. I need 11. Oof. Slightly less bad choices, but bad choices. The one remains the same. You can fall off the boat. I'll give you 2 other options. You can fall off the boat. You can grab the container that contains the fire elemental and try and hold on to that. You can grab creature and try and hold on to them. Or you can grab the Manticore and go off and try that.
Bickford's got the reach. He's going to hold onto the ship as much as he can. He's
Okay.
going to grab onto the rail that's around the
Okay.
cauldron thingy.
And so yes, with that, the Manticore pins you to that railing, so you're not torn off the ship, but you're going to start your next turn grappled. Noted. Probably forgotten soon, but noted.
Yeah. It's what I actually wanted to do to the Manticore in the first round. Hit.
Yeah.
And dex save failed that. He would have fucking fallen off the.
Idicus. There's 4 of them around you. You look around, there's 4 of them around you. There's one over here just smooshing, trying to... He's trying to turn Bickford into fries. You know, you push them through the grating and they come out the other side looking like fries. Yeah, he's trying to do that.
I'm gonna use my sneak attack
Yes,
and
thank
try
you
and
for
short
remembering.
bow to save Bickford.
Yep, and you get advantage because Bickford is definitely adjacent. a 20, 18 sneak, and 6 regular. 24
Wow.
points of damage. Bigford,
So,
you know when you have that oh my moment? This one's still on the... It's 24. So yeah, you know, up until now, you've had this absolute commitment, this unwavering belief that there's no way Idicus did the wreckage that you saw in those tunnels. It had to be elves. You found elvish stuff. The evidence was self-evident.
the elves showed up.
The elves showed up. You are pinned by your like holding your chest against the railing of the ship. You can feel the railing start to give. You look up at your attacker, and protruding out of its right eye, an arrow you've seen before. As it and kind of almost pulls away from the ship. You feel the claws dig in. It doesn't do any extra damage, but this thing is in pain. You turn. You're thinking, the elves must be here. And there's Idicus just dropping down behind the railing. Because I'm assuming, I shouldn't assume, Idicus, after the shot, hide?
First he's going to say in Goblin, "Not my friends," and then drop.
3 feet of supercharged mom appears. Up till now, you've always been mothered. Now it's time. Idicus saves the day. Wham! Bigford, you feel, like I said, the claws dig in, but then they relax just a little bit. It's definitely not going to be as hard to break out as it would have been before. Creature, it's right there on the stairs. Bigford's pinned. What do you do? I saw that.
Yeah. Creature kind of in a running sort of, in a running as much momentum as possible behind a fist
Yep.
as can be,
Oh,
is
yes.
running towards the Manticore. At the
Yep.
same time, just his neck is a little longer than it used to be.
Yeah,
So he's just reaching over to the spike, pulling it out with his teeth,
yeah,
just shooting it to the side,
yeah.
as he then
Okay.
rolls
Commentary.
to attack using a flurry of blows with Hand of Harm.
Okay. So that's 4 attacks, and what does Hand of Harm do?
Hand of Harm means that I've only used Hand of Healing up until now,
Yes.
but now I add a equal to one of my martial arts die, which I'm not entirely certain what my martial arts die is,
They're
but I'll get into that
D6s.
later.
No,
Oh,
at
wonderful.
this level, yeah, they're still D6s. They are
Yeah,
for today.
plus my wisdom modifier to deal extra necrotic damage.
Okay.
So it's 4 attacks,
Does that? Yeah.
and then I have to roll
Wow.
4 d6s.
Well, you only have to roll 1 because only one of those hit.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh no, I get to make a secondary. Do I still flurry of blows?
You get the 2 attacks for being
oh,
a
no, it's
monk, 2
2.
for the flurry of blows, instead of 1 for martial arts.
Yeah, which is 4 there.
Yeah, so 4 attacks, and then only one of those unfortunately hit, so you can add the bonus to that.
So 9, an extra 9 points of
Nice.
damage.
So 7 and 9, so 16.
16.
You step up and you said you bit it, or what did you do? You take a chunk out either way.
I
And
just
necrotically grind it. Yeah. So.
punched about. I made about just to
Oh right,
flavor
you
this
said
properly.
you did the Superman punch, right?
I did
Except
the
with your
Superman
face.
punch, but I, while ripping out the spike, so I
Yes,
split the spike
right.
out. I make 3 feints.
Yep.
I'm gonna
There
call
we
them,
go. There's
set.
how we paint failures into positives.
just to make it watch the wrong direction, and then 1 smack down in the center, in between the eyes,
Oh yes. You feel the bone break.
and
You're looking at a cross-eyed
As he's-
manticore.
as he's moving his hand across, he just kind of rakes the inside of it,
Yeah.
releasing some of what he is into the manticore itself,
Oh, you're
cause
mixing
it to begin
ichors.
to rot.
Yes. Yes. So the ichor squirts out of the Manticore because all monsters are full of ichor. It's the rules is written every time. It's always ichor. But now we
Ichor
have a
blood.
creature that's full of ichor too, and his ichor is ichor than the other ichor.
Yes.
And it ate the other ichor. Oh, stop. I'll stop now. Okay. With that, yeah, whiff, bang, and you crack its skull open between the eyes. The eyes come together like that. Weirdly, they're still focused on you because you're only about this far away. That was all your stuff. You can still move. Technically.
I actually still have a bonus action because the
Flurry of
attacks
Blows
the
uses-
attacks themselves. The flurry
Think-
of blows doesn't use a.
Think so?
Does it use? Oh no, it does use bonus actions. Never mind.
Yep.
I'm bad at this.
I have played many monks.
I have not.
I
so
love
this is
monks.
my
I haven't played the style you're playing, but I love monks.
yeah.
So
And then after that, there's just kind of a menacing standing over it.
Grr. Beowulf.
If it growls, I roar in its face. That's the intended plan.
Beowulf, you pick your face up from the bowsprit and look around. Woof, the harpoon goes past overhead. You look back, it just misses the thing. If that comes around again and you lift your butt a little bit, that's going to hit that spike and that's going to sting. What do
All
you
right.
do?
Can I use my athletics to somehow maneuver myself back onto the ship?
Absolutely. You can shimmy. Give me an athletics, and you just along the pole. Okay, about halfway there.
Why?
About halfway there, you just kind of start to slide because it's a very well maintained ship. It's all waxed, and you just go whoop, and you're now on the bottom of the bowsprit. Luckily, there's a bunch of ropes and stuff down there. You could probably get into the next floor down, but at the moment, you're hanging in the rigging down there. On the bad side, you've kind of fallen off the bowsprit and into this rigging. On the good side, you haven't fallen through the rigging, and both your hands are free.
So yeah, he's just probably to finish his move, he's gonna grab onto the rigging and try and get into the ship.
Okay, so use it for movement and climb back up. As you climb up, the harpoon goes past again, and at the last second, you just reach up and grab it and let the weight of it kind of pull you back up on deck. I'll give you that with no roll because of your brilliant idea earlier. I'm paying everybody off now. This is how this works. All the brilliant ideas. So, whoomp, you're back on the deck. You look around. You can see the big fight going on about midships, and the other four are still swirling around just outside that 100-foot range. Corfell.
Well, I'm gonna use like a mini bonus action.
Yep.
To motion to this guy here to
Yeah.
come forward.
Yeah.
Come
Got you.
here.
Yeah.
But
All right.
that's it. That's it.
That's
I'm
perfect.
just gonna
I love it.
ask
Yeah.
you to come forward.
I'm cool. I got this. I didn't just almost die. I'm fine.
Meant to do that.
Yeah.
There's a whole lot of that tonight.
Corfell.
Mm-hmm.
If ever Roll20 owed an incredible roll to somebody, Roll20 owes you an incredible roll. And before you tell me what you're about to do, I'm going to tell you you're getting one, whether you roll it or not. So I'd love it if you rolled a wonderful number, but if you don't, we're going to fucking pretend you did. So, what do you do, knowing
Well, that makes my decision very different. Because I'm not doing anything that entitles a roll at this time. I'm gonna prep a spell.
Yep.
And I'm going to tell Iticus to let them have it. And I'm gonna prep enlarge.
Okay. You can cast it right now. I mean, it's your turn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, so the plan is that I'm casting enlarge on the next shot that Iticus makes.
Oh, on the arrow.
Yes.
Oh, I like that even better. Okay. So your whole,
Bigfred knew
yes.
exactly where my brain was.
Gotcha.
Kevin's like, you can do whatever you
absolutely.
want,
I
right?
love it.
Oh.
Again, yeah. So yeah, one hand on the comms. You're looking around. You just reach over and you're just hovering, waiting for the shot. Remind me when it's their turn. You doing anything else? Moving, bonus actions, anything of the sort?
I'm going to say up to the
Yeah.
ship
Yeah.
to counter a little bit of the downed.
So you
on
you figured out it's for its tone of voice. Like if you go up, it goes up. If you go up, it goes up a little bit, right? So yeah, you got the tone of voice right. You have balanced out the leak. Absolutely. Bigford.
Pinch of powdered iron. Just ask if Idicus has any chafing.
Well, Bigford's pretty involved with Fangly Face here.
Yep. He is
And,
he is in your grill, as it were.
He's still focused on me.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
so
yeah.
that-
Yeah. You're the one he's got a hold of. You're gonna eat you. You're angry.
Can I use my cunning action to disengage out of grapple? I don't know how.
You have to
grapple-
break the grapple.
Okay, that's an
So
action.
that's your you do either athletics or acrobatics, your choice, and I do athletics to try and hold you, which is just straight strength.
Yeah.
Because
Can
these
we
things
give
are
him-
large. So
Can we give advantage to Bigford just because he's going blind in his eyes?
I was going to say because of powerful build.
well, that makes you equal to large, but that makes you the same size as this thing. It's large.
Yeah, so he doesn't get advantage.
Yeah, there's no.
That's all right.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to try and break free then.
Okay.
So my acrobatics.
14.
Fuck off.
So you rotate this way, rotate that way. The claws just dig in deeper. If you pull any harder, it's gonna hurt. That's just your movement. You still have an action.
Okay.
I'll give you that.
So that didn't work. So he's going to. It's like, oh, you want to keep on?
You just start thumping it.
Start pounding him with the blackjack. So.
Okay.
Uh,
One attack, right? You're a rogue. Oh dear.
do even worse.
So was
I
that the
roll.
family blackjack? Like, was that generations of your family had this blackjack, or was this just a couple
No,
rocks and a
I
sock?
had it made because
I like how you're already speaking of it in the past tense.
Yeah, I had it made. Because it was my one keepsake from the Waterdeep job was I managed to steal a cannonball
Okay,
from the Waterdeepian city guard,
right.
and that's what the blackjack itself is this cannonball. So,
Okay. In that case, I don't feel bad about this. You swing
not
it.
a family weapon. It's a clan specialty, but it's not a family weapon. No.
It's got that flexibility to it, like a good one does, right? You swing it, and it kind of bounces off the railing. It does not hit your opponent in any way, shape, or form, but the vibration causes you to let go, and it falls away. Away from the ship. You're past who you were. Falls away and goes, poof, and disappears in the snow as though it never existed.
A very, very soft curse. Like, with meaning, though.
Yeah.
Like, he's actually genuinely distraught. but
Okay.
got more important things to worry about right now.
All right. Now I feel bad. I had a plan, but you didn't have the same plan because I didn't tell you the plan. So yeah, there's no plan. With that, perfect. It is the time of the beasties. Let's start with the easy stuff. 3 tail spikes at Beowulf. Now that you're back on the deck, the one that you gave the come on to. A 9, a 12, and a 14. All miss.
Apparently, yeah, he misses all 3 of them.
Thunk, thunk, thunk into the side of the ship.
I said, come closer, you damn idiot!
One on the other side was listening as well and also fires at you 3 times. 13, 23, and 16.
Miss, hit, match.
I'll give you that one. So only take 7 points of damage from the second spike. The last one would have hit you, but at the last second the harpoon comes around again and knocks it out of the air. 7 more points of damage. The third one fires at the balloon again. 6 misses, so another 14 points for a total of of 29 points of damage to the balloon.
It broke its tail.
That flap's getting bigger. It's starting to go. The problem is it's on one side, Corfell. So not only is the balloon dropping now, it's also listing to the right from this damage. You're still way, way up. If it pops from up here, you guys are in serious, serious trouble. Fourth one attacks creature.
How close are we to the cloud cover, by the way? Because we were above the clouds when we were sleeping.
You dove and then came back up slightly, so you're close. 13, 16, and 6 against creature.
Because the middle one matches.
Okay, one whole round for everybody then, fine.
Oh no, I'm not even saying don't worry about that because I'm just going to miss.
Oh, I see. You can catch.
And
right,
the
you
middle
can catch
one,
that one. Yeah.
It's just kind of a block, and then
Yeah. And your minimum is 11, so you don't even have to roll. Just catch another one. Perfect. Makes sense. No
just
damage.
2 blocked off to this, just knocked off ever so slightly, and then caught between the hands,
And then the one
thrown
on,
to the bottom of the deck.
The one on Bickford. Because you're trying to squirm out, I won't give an advantage even though you're technically grappled. The bite 13.
Yes.
Claws 23 and 20.
I'm almost down.
So he pulls you off the railing and then hits you from the back. You're now skewered from both sides.
Bickford cries out in pain and to gurgle. He spits blood out of his mouth, swearing in Goblin.
Almost unconscious.
Which direction do you spit your blood? I'm trying to-
It's going to be on the deck. It's basically not so much spit, but the anime.
Yeah. Idicus. Bickford is bleeding out. He's in bad shape. Corfell said something to you, like, go for it or whatever it was. I don't know what you made of that.
Let him have it.
Let him have it. That's what it was. What do you do?
Am I?
Yes.
Does the one that's attacking Bickford see me?
As soon as you stand up, yes. If you wanted to.
No, I was gonna use a sneak attack again.
Oh, yes. Okay. Oh, in that case, no.
Sneak attack applies because he's engaged with me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you get that automatically. Yeah, because
Yeah.
they're-
also,
so,
I think you're behind creatures, so that also adds to it.
Yeah.
Mhm. Okay.
That's 26.
Perfect. 26 point 20. No, it's not. It's 28 points of damage. 19 and 9. Oh, I see. You were doing the hit. I see.
Yeah.
Which is wonderful. I don't have to fudge this at all. It only had 26 left. That's awesome. Bickford, you're blacking out. The tunnel vision's coming down. This is it. You're starting to slip. You're gonna fall off. This thing's gonna take you. And then the other eye explodes, and you look up, and you're now looking at the stubs of 2 of Idicus's arrows. By the way, this one, you know what? This one, we because there was enlarge cast on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Again, rules is written no, but it's a great idea. It turns into a ballista bolt. It goes right through this one and miraculously hits this one back here. Give me 2d10. Idicus?
Oh, to me.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh.
Yep. Yeah. This is how much damage you're doing to the next one. 12 points of damage to this one over here.
I didn't know if you were talking to
No,
me.
oh, sorry,
or
I should have
Bye.
been more clear. Yes. So Idicus, yeah, and it just, as you fire it, it just gets big. What the hell? Right through the one holding Bickford, blows it off the side of the thing. Bickford grabs the railing and doesn't quite fall. This one is gone. It falls away into the distance. This one over here, you kind of and as you're just about to duck down and hide again, you see the bolt continue on, and then thud right between the shoulder blades of the next one.
Okay.
with that. Hide? You
Yep.
still have a move as well. Okay, yeah. Perfect goblining. Creature. None of them are ship adjacent at the moment.
No, but creature sees something much more relevant to
Yes.
him at the moment. So immediately, kind of his hands just extend.
Yeah.
I don't think. Do I have to roll to hit for this, or just the damage for it?
What are
Because
you
I'm
doing?
going to do Hand of Healing on Bigfrid.
Oh.
Killing target, don't need to roll.
Yeah, yeah. It's a giving target. Yeah. Willing
All right.
target, that's the one.
I'm just going to hit the monk unarmed strike, and then. Wait, no, I don't need to do that.
It's automatic.
because
Well,
it's
just
not the.
roll it just to do the damage. Because that's healing, right?
Yeah, but it's. It's the.
We'll
Yeah,
figure out the pluses. Just give us the base roll, and then we'll figure out what to add to it.
because for that it's just martial arts die plus wisdom modifier, so at least
Yeah.
4 to
roll
each of them.
roll a d6.
And if I roll 4d6, can we just add 12?
I'm not quite sure what you mean.
I have a wisdom modifier of 3,
Yeah.
and I'm hitting Bigford each time for healing with a d6.
Right. So.
And adding those 3s to each one of them will give me 12 plus.
Yeah. Okay. If you want to, yeah, basically taking the average. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh no, it's the average. This is the 4,
So 15 plus 11, 26 points total healing.
15 plus 12,
Plus
so
12.
17.
Okay, 17 points. Okay, Bigford, you recover 17 points of damage.
Oh no, not 17, 27.
27.
Okay,
Three.
My math.
that's even better.
Wow, guys.
Yeah.
I thought I was struggling.
Uh,
was like-
I'm tired.
I got lost like 5 minutes ago.
Look, I am in tremendous
changing
amounts
my
of
plan,
pain.
then.
I'm just gonna use that as my excuse.
so yes, you
and
heal
while
Bigford,
creature is
yeah?
doing it, it's the hands splay and they become needle thin,
Yeah.
with just kind of delicate, almost string-like things between them,
Yeah.
just stitching him up as quickly as possible.
Emergency surgery.
Oh, like Edward's needle hands.
Yeah. Edward sewing machine hands.
Brief meal. Okay. Set to check stuff. So yes, you stitch up Bigford from a distance, and you still have a movement left if you wish.
How far is the flap from where
It's from where you are. It's about 40 or 50 feet up the side of this balloon.
I can make that in one move. Let's do it.
So you up the side of the balloon.
Yeah, and I start prepping everything I need to start sewing it back together.
And it's over this side, so I'm going to stick you out there. Yep. And yeah, you got the fingers as you climb out. Makes perfect sense. You can walk up that balloon. There is a net rope up both sides as well. As you get to where the rip is and see up on the top of the balloon, there's actually a small basket up there, like a crow's nest.
Okay.
But yeah, you get to the thing, but you've already done your action this round, so you're not going to be able to start stitching this round.
No, I know.
Beowulf.
That's why I said I just get ready for this, because
This one over here is slightly injured. The rest of them are
Bigford, how are you looking?
untouched.
A lot better than I was. He looks
So
like
I
a
was
giant
gonna
teddy
come
bear.
over and do some healing, but
He looks like
it's,
small.
then that's already covered.
Yep.
I am going to, as my bonus action, cast Hunter's Mark
Yes.
on
The injured one?
this balloon here.
Perfect.
So let's see.
We'll do 4 extra damage if you
Two.
hit.
1d6. Yeah.
Yeah, roll the 4. So that's
Wow.
that's your bonus action. Now you attack with your action.
I didn't mean for it to go. Oh shoot! That one missed. The 6 missed.
Wow.
I know
Yes,
that.
it certainly did. Yeah, whiff. You're used to paws, not fingers. The shot goes wild into the distance.
How about the second one?
The 14.
I think that's their AC.
That is their AC, so that hits. Yep. Go ahead and give me some damage.
That's
Well, it's 3 piercing,
Yep.
Because the stupid
Oh,
thing
plus
is
the
just like
4, so
roll-
7 points of damage. Yeah.
No, it's I have to roll a 1d6. I think it was.
It was already done in roll 20. You got a 4.
When you
Oh,
cast
okay.
it did the 4. So yeah. So that's 7
Oh,
points.
never
of,
mind. Yeah, so it's,
Yeah.
yeah, so
thud, 7
7.
points of damage into it. You want to move?
he is actually going to once again motion to that Manticore to come on over.
Okay. Calling it out. Corfell.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
I'm gonna cast Fog Cloud.
Brilliant. Okay. Centered on sort of the ship.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
where I am.
As you do it, yeah, go ahead and fog cloud. Yeah, it's. I said I was going to give you more a big bonus with this. So, ships in the Navy make smoke when they want to disappear, and that's basically what you do. It's not a fog cloud; it's like a cloud. 'Cause you're at height, so you just make a warm fog cloud, and it condenses and it turns into like a real cloud. That these things you don't think they can see through. You certainly can't. But you are moving the ship forward, clung to the side of it in the storm. Well, not storm, in the cloud, dripping with water is creature. But Corfell, yes, you have wrapped the ship in a fog. I love it. Movement or anything of the sort? Where you are? Commands?
No, but I'm going to have the just counter the direction that the
Yep.
flaps are causing.
So yeah, you start giving it directions to correct it. For the first time, you hear a voice come back up the tube. Not the little dragon from before. That crawled out of the tube and then spoke to you. This is the tube itself. It says, "Let me free. You won't be able to go forward, but I'll tear them from the skies. It is, after all, in the contract. You've only got 3 more days." It's the air elemental in the stern of the ship.
With my hearing, can I hear this?
This was basically
In the head.
this is his connection with the ship, so only he hears.
Okay,
it.
no,
Yeah.
that's why I wanted
Yeah.
to ask first.
Absolutely, yeah.
I ignore it.
Corfell? Yeah, you ignore it. Okay, and continue on. Next, Bigford. All stitched up. You look down.
All
there's-
stitched up.
Oh wow.
His favorite whacking stick is gone.
Yep.
He is going to make his way to the little crossbow, the ballista in the back.
Yep.
I'm wondering if I can use powerful build to pull the string and load it at the same time.
I will give it to you once. But yeah,
Because he's
absolutely.
running off adrenaline. There we
Yeah,
go.
exactly.
He's
Yeah.
fucking
So
pissed.
you spin the ballista around one hand, you pull the rope back, slam the thing, and it comes back onto the hook. You almost get your fingers caught. You get them out.
And he's
You
going
can't
to,
see shit. You're in a cloud.
going to ready an action then.
Okay, so as soon as you can see
looking-
something,
I guess, yeah, the bottom back half of the ship, if either of those
Yeah.
manticores come down.
absolutely. It's got a firing arc of rear for anybody
Yeah.
who's played war games. So yeah. So you hold your action.
And at the
Yeah.
same time, as at the end of his action, he's going to look to Oedicus and like deep pained respect on his face. He's like, "Thanks, little guy. I owe you a lot." And then starts to look for manticores.
Oedicus, any response?
Friends, help. Friends.
Yeah. Yeah, they do.
And with that, you hear in the clouds manticores flying around. On the side of the balloon, soaking wet creature. You still got the fingers out, and you can stand on the side of this balloon and stitch this thing up. Is that what you're doing?
You're muted.
That is what I'm doing.
Yeah. You.
And I will take as much damage as I need to keep this balloon safe.
It's none at all. You stitch this balloon back together. The only challenge you're going to have is getting back down without falling on this wet surface. Even walking on it, it's still wet cotton. So wet waxed cotton. Even you might slip.
So I might slip with even my spider climb.
Yep. Yeah. Give me a with advantage. I'll give you advantage for that. But it is pissing rain, so or you can just drop on the deck.
I can just drop on the deck. I have
got free fall,
little wings
spider
on my arms.
That's spider fall. Slow fall. That's it. Yeah.
Slow
you
fall,
have an ability.
yeah.
So yeah, you kind of swing down a rope and just kind of drop yourself. Go ahead and drag yourself back to the deck.
Yeah.
As you land,
balloon's fixed.
Yep. Corfell, you can feel it catch back up. And at that moment, Corfell, you hear another voice. Let me go out and play. This is the fire elemental.
My God.
Gathered.
3 days. 3 days. 3 souls. You know the rules.
Actually, I don't. What?
Every 30 days, we must each be freed to feed. We are allowed 3 of what we can find in 1 hour. If it is not done, we are free to leave. You have 3 days left. We are forced to return at the end of the hour, as long as our needs are met.
And how do I know you're not going to come after me or my friends?
It's in the contract. If I wanted you dead, I could have gone out at any time.
Then why do you need me to free you?
In the contract.
Don't want you to free me forever, just for an hour, so I can feed.
This is one of those moments I wish Creature heard this, just so he could light up his, like, try lighting up an angry cigarette. Just do it already. You know, we need that help.
Right.
Your call. I've been waiting for a moment to drop these bombs. The 2 of them have a contract.
Fine.
You got 3 days. You don't have to do it here.
I know.
Okay.
I'll let one out.
Which one?
The air elemental.
Okay. So as you sort of say into the pipe, you can go, and you know it knows which one you mean. The ship stops moving forward. You have to stay down a little bit to offset the fact that the balloon is now full again and sealed and it's not dropping. But the ship starts to slow. And out of the back, it sounds like a tornado, because that's exactly what it is. It drops out of the back of the ship and starts whipping the clouds. You can see through the eye of it as it starts to look through the clouds to find what it's looking for. And then you just hear and a third one, and a head falls on the deck of the ship. Cut clean through.
Man.
The ship starts to move again. I am well, brother. There's still one left if you want it, and if he'll free you. And the ship starts to push forward again.
What was that? And can you do it again?
Yes, now you can see that. You saw that. You heard the screaming, and you felt the stop. You heard the screaming. You saw the head hit, and then you felt the ship start again.
Beowulf is just gonna blink like, what the hell?
Is it my turn?
We're actually out of combat at this point, technically.
Okay, so
I should do this.
I'm gonna move to where the furnace thingy is.
Yep.
I'm gonna tell it to go ahead, but make it quick. And I'm gonna prep for the drop that's about to happen because I know it is.
Actually, yeah.
And
You run back up and prep by the thing, but what you see is that brass hemisphere in the middle of the deck starts to glow, red and then white, and it says, "There, that will last." And
okay.
through the
was
bottom of the
like-
boat through a small hatch. And this one you can see because it lights up the clouds around you and actually turns the clouds into steam as it goes through. Just pss, pss, pss. Turns out there was more of them out there than you thought. This time they don't make that noise like they've been cut. This time it's just whoomp, whoomp. And in the distance, like watching fireworks through the clouds, you just see burning torsos dropping out of the sky. 3 more. And then
Really happy.
the ship comes back together. It comes back into the ship. The door slams shut on the belly. And the two of them together say, 30 days. At least you found out about it. If you guys figured out a way to slip this fight, you wouldn't have found out for 3 days until you released them both. So, the cloud eventually, as your spell ends, fog cloud lasts up to an hour. Did you keep it up the
it's
whole
a
hour?
concentration.
Yeah.
No, I'll probably let it dissipate once it quiets down.
Then the wind starts to blow it off of you, and you see below you in the snowscape the bodies of 3 burnt manticores. The ones taken by the wind, there's no record of them. There's no holes
There's a
in the snow.
head.
Except for the head on the ship.
The head on the ship is right beside Bigford. You look down, it's snapped about 4 vertebrae from the neck, from the head, and it's big. I mean, its head is almost as big as you are. I mean, it's not a cannonball on a stick, but the wind did blow off all the meat. And left all the ligaments and tendons there.
You know, someone who you might know might be very nice and drink the blood out of it. You know,
Well, there's none left. It's been scoured by the wind. It's just a skull and neck.
Someone
very
needs to feed at some
blackjack-like.
point.
Yes. Yeah. A very blackjack-like skull and neck.
He's gonna look at it and he's gonna. This will take a while. He starts playing with it, seeing how it would work. Like to him, this thing is about this big.
Yep.
So everybody
The
else.
cannonball was this big. You got to figure something
the
out. But it's
cannonball
going to be
was-
much more like a hammer than
Blackjack.
a blackjack.
Yeah.
However, does that mean anything to Bigford? Having decided
Not
to make
so
this
much.
change.
It wasn't a. Losing the blackjack was kind of a. How do I put it? Almost a loss of status.
Okay.
There weren't any other bark swipes around, so obviously they wouldn't know about it. But he's lost his tribal weapon. It's gone. He can make another one, but all of the history, every job that he's taken with it, all of that history's gone. And to him, a part of himself is gone.
The mercenary part? The badass do anything for money part?
The adventurer, yeah. The part of him that is just, I'm here for the job. Because now the job doesn't mean anything.
So with that gone, what does the new one mean? If anything yet.
Nothing yet. I'll have to think about it.
Yeah. At least hope for something different.
Yeah.
Maybe the start of a
It's-
new adventure, one you could actually
Yes.
tell your kids about.
Ones that he'll recognize.
All right. So you start working to make that blackjack, and this, like I said, this is going to be much more like a war hammer sort of, or a hammer sort of thing, a one-handed hammer. Whatever, we'll
Mhm.
figure it out. It's going to have exactly the same stats as the other thing. It's
Yeah.
just I just wanted to give you a chance to do a shift.
Something
So,
else to work
yeah.
with. Yeah.
so with that, the clouds blow away. The Manticore remains spattered across the hillside. You're muted.
Oh, sorry. I was talking to my wife.
Oh, okay. In that case,
No
mute,
worries.
please.
Yeah.
The rest of you, and he can still hear. You look up. The stitching is holding, so the balloon's going to hold. Corfell, you've got control over the ship. Turns out there's even more limitations than you thought there was. This is a hell of a gift, but it comes with a hell of a list of responsibilities.
And I'm
Pickford's
not
already
even
going back
remotely
downstairs, going to
surprised.
bed.
Oh,
No, that's he's working on it because now he's processing.
I got you.
What?
Yeah. Big Wolf
before
went back to their corner. Yeah.
before Bigford actually goes down, Creature's going to call him over.
Okay. He'll stop at the door, and he'll look back up. Yo,
Injuries. We need to look over them. What I did was a quick fix, not an immediate solution.
all right, fine.
The biggest insult to die with is an infection, so we're going to clean this properly.
Yeah.
Says the plague doctor, who might even know that. Maybe. If anybody would. So. It's way early. We're not quite done here, but this combat is over. The clouds have blown away. You kind of have a chance to breathe. You can have a short rest at the very least, so you could burn some hit dice to heal yourself if you choose. I think only one of you is actually injured.
I want to go up the side of the balloon though, where the stitching is.
Yep.
And use mending.
To just zip right behind it. Absolutely. So you climb up there and do that. It's your ship after all. Makes perfect sense.
Yep.
While you're up there, give me a wisdom save. No, wisdom check, not a save. This isn't something happening to you. This is something you're trying to figure out.
That'll work for now.
It's taking forever to come up. So what did you roll? An 18. Okay. Yes, you figure it out. From up here, you can still control the ship. You don't have to be standing at the helm. You get the feeling as long
That's
as you're in
different.
contact with any point in this ship, you can issue commands from there. You don't have to be standing at the speaking tube.
Well, that could have helped.
Mm-hmm. You'd never tried it before. You didn't technically try it this time. I gave you a chance to figure it out. But
Also, this is before you cast your mending. You just see a embroidered white dragon
white?
over top.
That might be offensive to the red dragon that gave you this ship.
It's white because that's the only core creature has access to like this, and it's not even like a dragon. It's more like a serpent,
Okay, yeah.
like one of those Chinese
Yeah.
lungs, as
Well, I
opposed
mean, you
to.
could- You could leave those there and mend underneath it. I mean, that works.
Yeah, creature's not going to be offended. He's just,
Yeah.
Having fun
he did a
with it.
good job.
Yeah. Beowulf, you were saying something?
Oh well, he once he gets back into his little area there, he's gonna stay human, but
Tiny
he's gonna
puppet.
cast second level healing on himself.
Okay.
Second level cure wounds. Excuse
Cure
me.
wounds. So boom, give yourself 10 hit points back. Absolutely.
8.
That's
Yeah.
right. I forgot. You had taken some damage as well. So Corfell's up there fixing. You're just going to cast mending on it?
Yep, just
Perfect,
Perfect.
and then-
Cantrip,
yeah.
mending.
Absolutely. Boom, boom, boom. Climb back down.
Since it's already smaller than it was, it should be no problem.
Oh, yeah. Zero issues. Just zip, zip, zip. No problem at all. So you sort of do that. You maybe go and pull the spikes out of the side of the ship and the other place where they hit and basically just start captaining the ship and being responsible for it.
Won't do any good if it's
Bigford, it looks like you went downstairs and did some resting to get some hit points back. Is that how that worked?
Yeah, 2d8, and then creature.
And
Absolutely.
Creature gave you some, and yeah, absolutely. So Iticus, it's all quieted down. Everybody's like going back to normal.
I'm gonna go find my levers.
Iticus, give me a stealth check, and this is another one of those moments. You've all had brilliant ideas tonight. So if this isn't a great roll, it's going to be anyway. But give us the roll just to see if you actually do it. Oh,
Never mind.
better than I could possibly hope for. You just disappear. You did. All that's left is a snicker. Like the Cheshire Cat leaves a grin. All you leave is, and you're gone. Nobody hears it. Down the stairs.
Played a
One big
game where the
lever,
stealth
another
was
big
down.
lever. Words. What do you do?
I'm gonna just. I'm like essentially like a child. Pull it one way
Yep.
and then the other,
Absolutely.
and just
So,
see what happens.
give me, on the first one, give me athletics. You're not very strong, but you try and it moves a little tiny bit, like, just a little bit. The whole ship goes just a little bit to one side. Corfell, you're just climbing down out of the rigging, and the ship goes slightly to bank, slightly to port. Iticus, what do? You
Push
went
it
a little
back.
bit. You pull it the other way.
Yep.
This time, give me a because this time you're like I see you like this one is acrobatics because this one's like put your feet on the wall and to make it move. 13. Oh yeah, you pull it the other way and it comes right back and kind of pins you against the wall. It comes so far.
Oh no.
Corfell, you're leaning to the whole ship's leaning to port. All of a sudden it goes, and you are now almost on top of your ship as it's banking as hard to starboard as you have ever seen it bank. Iticus, you are hanging on this bar downstairs. Your little feet going straight out beside you.
Bickford's
I'm
head is
going
sticking
to-
outside his porthole.
Yeah, yeah,
Scream.
yeah.
Wolf is
Perfect.
kind of
Yeah, Beowulf is. You're in that little niche at the niche underneath this thing. So I see you kind of banging back and forth between the stairs, trying to get a grip in your human form.
Creature is standing perfectly still.
Yeah, I was
with
just gonna
no
say.
issues whatsoever. Like he's just tilting the way he needs to, and then he's just what's going on? Why is this happening?
Corfell, your ship's
Michael
doing weird
Jackson.
shit. What do you do?
One, I'm going to scream very, very loudly at Iticus
Yeah.
because that's the only one who would have fiddled with something like that had anything to do with it.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to attempt to see if I can maybe get the ship to stop listening to the
Yep.
levers.
Yep.
Right itself.
So you say right yourself, and it comes back. Iticus, you're in the air, feet flailing like this, and all of a sudden, wah! The lever moves all of its own accord, snaps to the middle. Your little feet drop to the ground. Your hands kind of fall off of it. It moves so fast, it's kind of like a baseball bat, like a metal baseball bat with no gloves on. You caught it kind of crooked, and your fingers are a little jingly.
Mhm.
But there's another one you haven't tried yet.
Let's go.
You reach up above it, use the bottom one for bracing. This one, I'm just going to give it to you. You left or right?
Right.
I know Iticus doesn't know left or right, but yeah, to the right. So yeah, you heave with all your might. Corfell, your ship nosedives, and you are pointed right down the valley, and it is starting to accelerate because your prop is still going and your balloon's still hot. But this thing is nosedive, and you kind of feel it almost like it pulls at your brain a little bit. What do you do?
Bickford looks like a dog hanging outside the
Yeah,
window.
yeah, out to
Creature
here
has his-
now.
Wolf's just trying to do like the canine thing, but in his human form. and
Yes,
he's
yeah, he's trying to wolf climb the
Where is
stairs.
boom, back to his
Creature has
dog,
a
and he's, like
big
trying
thing
to
of-
run up now.
Yeah,
Creature has a skin full of blood, and he was about to drink it like this, and
Yeah.
then now it's all pouring this direction.
yeah.
Just-
like stealing Slurpees. Yeah, he's having a meal. Yeah.
We just had a really bad storm roll in.
Oh shit. Okay.
um,
yeah, we're about to finish
Like,
this anyway.
That's
Yeah.
what that face was that you saw because I was
shit,
like,
okay.
oh fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
So
anyway, I scream full stop.
Iticus, that handle comes right back to the middle again. Spang! Knocks you on the ground, sitting on your butt at the bottom of the stairs.
You hear another delayed thump.
Your thud as Bickford falls
Oh.
back inside.
Blood from
At
Beowulf
this
as
point,
well.
yeah, another thud, and the sound of blood running across the deck, and it's only at this point, because of all the excitement, that you remember somebody yelled your name really, really loud a couple of seconds ago. You wonder what that's all about.
Yeah, I'll come up. I'll come back up on the deck.
Yes?
And that is where we will drop the curtain because we're doing it early tonight anyway. We got a storm. I know there's at least one of us is not feeling well. So we will drop that shadow right there tonight on, yes, the innocentest face ever. Everybody can make insights. No, you don't need to make insight checks. Of course it was Iticus. Who else would have done it? Everybody else was on deck. But that is where we will leave the crew of the, what's this ship called? I forgot.
Clifford.
Clifford, the big red ship. That's right. I forgot. Yes. Clifford pulls out of the thing and stops, and you hang in the bottom of this valley, a mere 100 meters from certain death if you had smashed forward. Iticus comes out. You guys drop so fast your ears popped, like coming down out of the mountains. And with that, and Iticus's best innocent robot face, holding Fred in front of them, try not to get in trouble. We'll drop the curtain on this evening. We're going to start with, actually, I'm going to start by saying, Austin, Wolfsbane, if you got to go, bye. Yeah, you got a storm, dude. Go fix that. I know that messed up the cameras, and I don't care because we're going to get out of here pretty quick. First of all, thank you to these wonderful folks. Thank you to the one that just left. I should have said thanks before they left, but let's do the ones that are left. Scarred, thank you so very, very much for bringing the comically dark, that's where we're going, comically dark creature to us. Last week was pretty serious, and we got rid of that this week. We had a fight, but then we had some silly at the end, so that's good. Thank you so much for bringing that character to us.
I'm all out of blood now. I need to restock.
You need to restock.
And there are 3 people here that can help me do that. Or we can just go hunting for a few minutes.
Hunting, yes, absolutely. Bison, thank you for bringing Bigford, for taking this opportunity to maybe see a potential change in his where he's going. Maybe we can find Bigford a cause. Almost said a clause, but that's a lawyer thing. So we'll find him a cause. He already got claws. They were right here. Yeah. Oh, I am loving Beowulf being more comfortable in wolf form than in human form. It is a twist I did not see coming, and it's wonderful. Solar Dasher, thank you so much for that. I somehow I identify with that. I'm trapped feeling, but yes, wonderful. And Iticus, Criticus, Shiticus, whatever we end up calling you.
Son of a bitchicus.
All of those in the best possible way. I am honored. I am absolutely honored to have this character in one of my games. I've loved every second of it. Thank all of you for playing with me tonight. I'm only going quick because the cameras are all screwed up. But 2 left. Wow, the raid stayed for pretty much like all of you. Like there's a huge bunch of you fine folks in chat that were not here before, and you stuck around, and that is so rare. So thank you for that. We do this every week. We also do this on Fridays and Saturdays as well. Check the schedule underneath here, and you can see it when we're doing this stuff. And with that, one more thank you to the people. It's going up, not down. How is this possible? To the fine people on YouTube that are watching this in the future. If you watched all the way to here, please hit the like button, because I'm assuming that you did. You're all amazing. You're all wonderful. And I am the luckiest human being on the planet to get to do this with all my friends all these days a week. I could not be happier. So with that, all that remains is until next time, please be nice to each other. Good night. See you in the Discord.
Night.
Night.